Guess who's getting a rebrand that desperately needed it?
Finally, Carolina is going to have a unified look.
No. Try again.
Minnesota is going to clean up and look good.
No. Try again.
Los Angeles is. Washington has to be Washington.
Probably not Washington.
Columbus?
You're forgetting one desperate need of.
Oh no, they did it.
But it couldn't get any worse, could it?
Next on Ugly Thirds.
It did.
Sports fans to... No, can't hear me.
Welcome back, sports fans, to another episode of Ugly Thirds. Today's special topic is going to be about the Anaheim, the remightening. Mightying?
There's a dash. Was there not a dash? I did not know you needed 2 hyphens. He's a 2-hyphen man.
Anyways, gentlemen, explain what's going on.
Well, this afternoon, we knew it was coming. There were teams rumored in the offseason to be doing a little bit of tinkering with their look. LA for sure, Anaheim the other. Anaheim hit first. And I don't think it was what anybody was anticipating.
I mean, yes and no. So they're back to the Mighty Ducks imagery. I haven't seen anything about actually changing the name. I think they're just going to be the Anaheim Ducks still.
Yeah.
Let's get to the news. They've gone back to the future, Marty.
They have.
So
they teased it today. They teased it the other day. The rumor was kind of spread a little bit, but then all of a sudden today they opened it up to everybody, and here it is.
Here it is. Waiting. And now we're supposed to talk?
Okay.
Quality. So is it on the screen now?
Now it's on the screen. Now you can hear.
We're sort of gorilla doing this. Yeah. It's there.
Initial thoughts, because I want to clear the bias that you have against this organization.
You
hate them.
Phil, you're gonna come back to the camera for my initial thoughts.
So what were you expecting with this? Just like that scene from Family Guy where he like bangs his knee and he's just like on the ground. See, we can still quote TV shows and movies. Like, you have the worst I'm going to go out on a limb and say it. You have the worst dressed franchise in National Hockey League history.
Because they're named after a movie. A kid's movie.
Yeah.
You make it to the show, and you're wearing a cartoon duck on your chest. Like, how insulting is that? Of like, oh, you finally made it out of the minors. No more ridiculous nonsense. Welcome to ridiculous nonsense.
Welcome to Web D.
I mean, look, I know the Web D is not well liked. I am one of the few people who really leans into it and enjoys it because it's a D. Because it's a duck foot.
Because it's not the duck.
And that's exactly like it is a new like the NHL has a nostalgia problem.
Okay.
They I was like, oh yeah, because I'm a history teacher. I know about history and heritage and things the way they should be. How many of our best of lists were the current jerseys? Very few, right? But and I really went over the edge whenever they said about the Minnesota North Stars colors coming back, because like, can we have nothing new? Can nothing be new? Can we have nothing new that's good? And this is just a territory of and I guess it's a new generation of kids where the 90s is super nostalgic both for the fans
are back.
And why it
Phil's wearing a rebranding of a classic, quote unquote classic. This came out last year for what, 3 games they wore this? WebMD. Like, you have 3 very different looks, all of which are not good.
Yes.
The best this team has ever looked, in my opinion, probably no. The word mark, no. The
none of them. No, it's this, even with its rocket sleeves. But like, I really think that they were so close when they had the Ducks, and it should have just been this logo on it with the curved stripe. Like, that's the closest they came. It was a modernization of the, slanted stripe with a new logo, and it curved, and it looked but they put ducks on here like morons.
In a vacuum, what is that?
It's a webbed foot that says D. Like, I don't see
like a
why
spaceship.
people are like, well, I mean, maybe
Spaceships. But, like, monstrosity. Not very well done. Cool textured feature to it, but this duck doesn't look...
And it's a Disney
like
duck. It's not an
Disney
actual duck. It's a Disney duck. It's Donald Duck.
You look at the Quad City Mallards. Have you seen their
Yes.
look? Regal
All
ducks.
very good.
Regal ducks.
You're telling me you couldn't do something with a duck silhouette or a formation making an A or, anything? Anything.
To be fair, though,
To be fair.
Anaheim has a Stanley Cup and we don't. So...
Speak for... No. I mean, it just aggravates me that we just can't let anything go. Nothing go. And it's okay to have it as a fun third jersey. And okay, let's get past my anger towards just rampant nostalgia for nostalgia's sake. And be like, oh, Dave. Well, so Phil, do you have up the main jerseys? Let's take one more look at the main jerseys. Go back to that slide. Does that slide up?
That's the main jersey.
Yes. Is it on screen and full
That's
screen?
the full screen.
Okay.
Yes.
So
That's back.
we have
The blank side.
now. These are not on sale yet, but go ahead and come back.
I'm there already.
And I have both jerseys already.
See, look at that. Cost-cutting measures. Next on Ugly Thirds.
I mean, we've done this so much, and looking in depth. Oh, it's not white, black, gold, black. It's gold. It's black, white, gold, black.
Orange.
They
black.
switched those
they
two.
Did. They switched the stripes.
Wow. And then this, they were like, oh, we don't know what's happening on the sleeves yet, but come on. We've done this, and it's so, and with orange. So okay, so we look at the logos. I know you're chomping at the bit to get the logos.
So you want me to put this up?
Yes, go ahead, put that up.
So it's on.
Yes, go ahead. You noticed it. I didn't.
The eyes are different.
The eyes are different.
So on the home screen, the home jersey, they're yellow. At least from this angle, they're yellow, and then very angry red looks like in this picture, but it's the orange.
It's orange.
It's orange, but on the away, it's orange.
I mean,
this is almost like the Florida at home, Panthers away.
oh, it's
type
far
deal.
less. That Florida at least has that has a purpose to it.
Mm.
Because if you're at home, do they need to see Florida on it? Right. I mean, it's an old baseball logic. Like baseball had for a century has done that. That makes sense to me.
Okay.
And I was going to commend them on, okay, they've improved the logo. It's now the same thing. They only need to change the background color. Nothing else changes with it.
Is the black supposed to be a hockey puck?
Has it ever been?
No, but it looks three-dimensional now in this.
I doubt it is.
Does look like a
But
hockey
look
puck.
at it. It's because the hockey stick is coming out of the front. There's depth to it now.
Oh, you're right. There's a highlight on the stick.
It looks like a hockey puck.
But they did remove the white outline from the logo. With a white outline from the circle.
You're right. You're right.
Um,
And then there's the Dorito in the background.
yes.
Gotta have the Dorito.
The sticks look like properly orange and not yellow because they are yellow until the present. Next slide.
Slide.
Hold on.
The number font does not appear to be the same one it's been. I know that was a question on Reddit. We don't see much. None of these have that goofy, ridiculous
It's a little
font.
blocky.
But a giant bulbous font on all of these.
Yeah.
The Web D does remain on the shoulders, which when the Buffalo Sabres went to the Slug, they kept the old Sabre B, and I said that's trying to keep one foot in the past and make it so the transition isn't as harsh and people like don't reject it wholesale. They're not flushing all of the old look. I imagine it's going to go away in time.
This right shoulder right shoulder
Yeah,
looks
be right.
different than the left. The left one definitely is the foot, because it's got the.
You wanna share with the team?
I'm trying to
Share with the class.
So like you can
No,
tell,
I'm gonna say that's the back of the D.
You can tell over here on the left.
I'm gonna say
that's the thing.
The left on the away whites.
I'm gonna say that's this webbing.
But this just looks. That just looks weird. I don't know what you really. You guys.
Nah. I think it's just stretched over. I would be stunned if they did two different shoulder patches. I've never seen that before.
It's been done, not a lot. It's pretty goofy when it happens.
Okay, orange on orange. What change do you make?
Well, first off, black pants like that. I think is
boom, simple, nice.
Like,
right?
break up the amount of orange. Like, oh my god, that's a lot of orange.
Especially for the way, because it goes from the orange hem to orange pants.
You're right. It bleeds into orange. And
orange. On the at home, the only thing breaking it up is the hemline stripe of single thing of black. Like, even the socks are orange. Like, it's gonna look like they're just wearing orange pants. They're firefighters out there or something.
Yeah, I don't know.
I mean, and that's just it. Everyone's gonna be. They're gonna be honest of like, how do you not love this? It should be every hockey player. But I'm like, it's just nostalgia. That's all this is we are finally embracing the nostalgia as a new group of players doesn't remember the ridiculous Gary Glitter intros that they did in '92 and the cartoon show.
Mickey and Minnie down on ice, like welcoming everybody to the duck pond.
That's actually pretty solid. Yeah, no, they and like it. And how often are the movies actually even shown? Like, they were decent hockey movies.
Didn't they do a reboot recently?
It was a show.
It was a show. Thank you.
A show.
I'm assuming it didn't do well.
Apparently, they're going to lean more into how drunk Gordon Bombay is. Like, that was supposed to be a much bigger plot. In fact, his name is two brands of alcohol. Gordon's and Bombay. Gin? Both gin?
Bombay for sure.
So, yeah, I just... like, from a design standpoint, from a what it is standpoint, I hate this outright. I outright hate this.
The most interesting thing that I thought they've ever done that I was hoping they would kind of lean into for that Stadium Series, the one that you cannot find,
the one you
the Web D on orange, could be cool, but we're just recycling ideas at this point.
Wait, there's nothing new. Nothing new under the
This
sun.
was brand new, and it was okay.
No, it was a shoulder patch. They swapped this.
That's right.
And it was puffy on the shoulder patch too.
Yeah,
that's right.
Nothing's new.
You're right. Nothing's new.
Nothing's new. Honestly, I think they needed to drop. Well, if they drop gold, then they are the Philadelphia Flyers. But it's annoying. Like, okay, you want to lean into orange? Let's have a whole lot more black going in there.
It could have been cool.
Maybe it's as long as that logo's on the front. It's I remember Mickey Mouse Organization is an insult.
Well,
and now let's lean into a Mickey Mouse Organization.
How would you have made this better if they were doing a complete rebrand? What would you have done?
I think there has to be something much more with an actual anthropomorphic duck. Like, you lean into ducks. There was a concept contest years ago where I like, how ducks fly in a V. The flying V. Oh, that's interference. Like, anyone who knows hockey knows that you can't. That's called interference.
Or offsides.
Depending on when you do it.
Yeah.
But they fly in formation, and so that everyone they think it is a V. But you flip it over. Oh, and you put Anaheim across. You have an A. Like, and so you just. I just like you're telling me. From all the times they've done, because there were sketches of the last rebrand, those rejected ideas of actually using a real duck. You're telling me in a league where the Pittsburgh Penguins are doing that you can't make a puck, or you can't make a puck. You can't make a duck doing something interesting hockey-wise.
do the two look too much like the Penguin? Do they make them so much that it just looks too much?
There has to be some you can't have a monopoly on someone skating. There has to be another way to show it. Do it as a goalie duck. They already have it's wearing a goalie mask.
You're pushing Arizona's Coyotes.
Well, they're gone, so
They're on pause.
They're back.
And
They're gonna come back. You don't
are
know that.
is Arizona's a goalie?
That.
I mean, I guess maybe. You're telling me that with all of the combined imagery involved, no one can come up with anything new.
Have you considered this though? Money.
And it's all that. It's all a cash grab. They weren't happy with third jerseys doing it, and so let's bring this back. We're gonna change little things so people buy them all over again. Yeah,
I do
you.
For the
Oh, Phil.
I do it for
Phil,
the
you're
show.
not
You do
supposed
not
to-
do it. You do it because you're.
I do it for the show. I do it for our people. I do it for our fans.
Yes. Yeah,
I
Phil,
do it
you are
for
the
the
most
people.
altruistic. You're on your way to sainthood. I know.
Not for me.
I won't. I will not be buying one of these.
Nope. Phil?
Phil's already ordered them both.
He's got a ticket out to the
Well, Fanatics hasn't released until next week, so.
with Fanatics, like releasing jerseys next week, or
Well,
are
they
we
don't-
talking about the draft?
Well, they're not. They're releasing at the draft. I believe that's their official.
Correct.
That would be the start of the new contract.
They're
Right?
unveiling,
So
yeah.
you wouldn't be able to order till then anyway.
I can't see those things rolling out till August.
I mean, probably.
If that early.
Yeah.
Unless they really have been working on a stock ahead of time, which is possible because it's all the same factory.
Because money.
Money.
Utah. I mean, there's clips of a jersey somewhere there.
Yeah,
But like
prototypes.
having the set of 30 to 60 for the team is different from selling. Like I remember when the Winnipeg Jets moved, I wanted a hat and I could not find one by Christmas. All I wanted was a Jets hat and could not find one that whole first season.
Could be a minute.
So
It depends on how long this rebrand has been in the works.
right,
Quote, quote.
Because LA's doing theirs as well.
which is another. Let's just
They're going back to
flush
the
the
90s.
cycle again.
Yeah,
And
they're going back to
they
the
put a
90s.
new crown on the old Chevy logo. Yay!
Hmm.
Nothing new can be had. Nothing can advance. Society will not move forward. Let's just bring it all back.
This has been a very sad episode of Ugly Third.
And we're going to
Please
take heat
tune
for
in.
it because the amount of nostalgia going on is going to be, how can you guys hate it? Didn't you grow up with this stuff?
Yeah, and it was good for that time, for most of us.
As an X Generation Penguins fans, I just read, you're like, well, why doesn't Dick Tarnstrom do the knuckle puck? Why doesn't that work? Because none of that works. It's fiction. Maybe the Penguins should flying V. Again, not a thing.
Phil, you got just take us out, Phil. Like, you know.
I don't want to
He's Shrams, I'm John. Phil, take us out. Fine, I said the magic words. You happy? Are you happy now, Phil? Because I'm not happy.
Don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button, ring the bell to get notifications when we post new videos, and come back for another episode of
Ugly Thirds.
It's Puffy.
You blew it up. You maniacs. Dang you. God dang you all to hell.